All right, we're back. Okay, so just with the diminished, um, I had to choose some chords, and I'm going to show you what that's all about. Whenever you choose a chord, um, you have to decide where your fingers are going to be and where's the bar going to be. Okay, so with the half diminished voicings of the 7, the 2, the 4, and the 6, okay, in the E position, let's say, um, you don't have much to choose from. But in the C position, okay, do we have any 7s and 4s? Well, not a whole lot of them. We got 1 there, we got a 2 there, we got a 6 there. So we could hit this 6. If we barred this and ignored that string, okay, then we could do something like, so we're not going to be able to get that 4, all right, but we can do like a 7, and then this 2 will be on the bar, and the 6 here, all right, and that's 7. So over here on the 3, all I'd have to do is get my fingers on the 7, the 3, and the 4 here. I can do a little triangle there, and that's like a good half diminished phrasing or a voicing, choosing notes to make a chord using fingers and what's on the bar. And if you look at it, it's kind of like an arrowhead. 4, 7, 4, 6, okay, and then to the 7. All right, so that, remember, that's kind of like been warped into the situation. Or you could do this, go to this too. So it could be 4, 7, 4, 6, 2 is another configuration. So some of these chords you don't want to have to do the bar yet. Just figure out where you're going to put your, and that's what gives the half diminished. What really gives the half diminished, it's kind of trapezoidal look, is that if you just started on this 7 and went to a minor third and a minor third, and you wanted to go to another minor third for a full diminished instead of half diminished, it spreads out all over the keyboard. So we have to jumble them back up and take some notes from up here. So I consulted with the internet and everything, and I really had a hard time trying to get this thing together. And I've chosen some of the best notes for that half diminished. And I did that on the recent chart. So we were working these caged pentatonic scale tone scales, right? And then I got to the half diminished. We got to the half diminished Locrian, and we had a little problem. This is simply the E. A good place to form a half diminished chord is on the 7th degree. All right. No, this isn't Bruce Lee, 7th degree black belt. This is so over here on the 7th. Well, where's the 7th? This could be the 7th of anything. It could be the 7th of anything. If you're in the key E, okay, it'd be, so it's right below that E. I didn't have to count all the way up there. That would be the 7 of E, right? Wait a second, I gotta get this right. Okay, so starting on that 7th degree would be a good place to find some chords, because when you bar, you're getting the 7, the 6, the 2, and the 7. And so what you'd have to put your finger on the lower keys, if you're going to do a lower one, would be the 4 and the 7 down there. All right, so it'd be something like, it's not easy though. Okay, it's not easy. I'd say most people want to play a half diminished chord or any chord in the upper registers or the mid registers. So again, we're wasting time because I've already figured all this stuff out. So we can advance to that particular chart. Now this is during the figure it out period, and then and then this is even closer to the figure out period, but I still didn't hit upon those actual half diminished chords until I had done some research on I got some, chord charts and put it together, and I found a lot of disagreement and everything, and I just made my best choices here, and that is my best choices for the half diminished. Okay, the blue notes are the half diminished notes. The yellow notes are all the other notes, whatever are not involved in the half diminished. Okay, now these are the caged boxes, and they're expanded a little bit, but they're not expanded enough to include the half diminished, so we could do those big long minors, because that's what a half diminished is two minors on top of one another, right? So it's minor, 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 and then a major. Okay, from the fourth to the sixth is a major. So it's 7, 2, 4, 6. 7 to 2 is a minor. In the key of C, I guess in any key, the 7th degree to the 2nd degree is a minor. The 2nd degree to the 4th degree is a minor, and the 4th degree to the 6th degree is a major. Okay, so that would be too long of a scale. So I've shown the expanded boxes for the triple pentatonic scale superpositions. Okay, so what did I get out of it was these guys right here. Now, if you'll notice, you can see a little more clearly if I zoom in. This is a fret bar. Okay, so if that was the fret nut, okay, on a key of C, then that would get us these three half diminished chords already. Then we're looking to replace the ones that don't fit into the chord. This is interesting. So we look at the 5, we don't want it, although it's in the scale. It's not totally dissonant. We don't want that, so we're going to have to press the 6 up here. Okay, this is 6 or 7, either one. But if we want to make a root chord and a nice root sound to it, we would want to choose the 7 over the 6, even though it's in the same triad. Well, not triad, but major 7th triad. And we're going to want to hit this 4 instead of this 3. So the shape of that chord in the C could be something like where do the fingers go? Okay, is what I'm interested in. Where are the fingers gonna go? All right, I'm gonna get you the chord first. All right, I got the capo on, and it could be something like. So that's how, pretty much you'd play. It looks like a miniature C there. And it is affected by the warp. Okay. If you're just doing arpeggios and things, you can do them unwarped if you want and figure out how that would go if you're in the scale. But it's best to assign a shape to it. Okay, so you got to recognize these shapes, and it's fun to recognize them in the unwarped. So this is the unwarped realm here. All right, so the C zone is right there, but remember this 3 is now over here because it's patterns. It's not. It doesn't have that tuning warp, and we can look for different shapes. Okay, there's like the arrowhead right there.